Friday show, Cover 4. We are rocking and rolling here in the studio. NFC East championship on the line. Monday morning, we're either going to be celebrating or we're going to be raging.
I hope we're raging.
I'll probably be subdued either way because I think the flight back
because
from
you're
Philly lands
David
at like 3:30. But
And you're just keeping the
and I'm
excitement
just
for Christmas.
miserable in general. You know, you get it. You know me.
This is where we are. Yesterday, we got to hit off the top. Dak Prescott fielded probably 50 questions in about 8 minutes about his shoulder injury. Tells everybody I'm going to be good to go. Probably said it 100 times.
Which, I mean, he knew what was coming. That's why, like, he waited to get treatment on his shoulder before he came out to do the interview because he knew that's what it was going to be all about.
He's ready.
He's hurt. He's going to be ready. It's both. Like, he's going to play. He's probably not going to feel great. Both of those things can be true.
I feel like this is what Dak Prescott wants, though, in a weird roundabout way. He likes to be the underdog. He likes to have this story that's like, I played through injuries. I did what I had to do for the team. This is just a Dak Prescott mentality right here.
Yeah, it's his moment. I think he'll shine in this moment. He'll come through for his team, but we'll see on Sunday.
Let's see what he had to say along with the rest of these guys on the offense yesterday.
I'm getting better. Simple as that. Mobility, function, and it's all improving. That's the key. It's the goal. I'll be good to go Sunday. It happened early in the game, and I was fine. Saw the rest of the game, played throughout the whole second half without it being a problem, without it being an issue. Expect the same this Sunday.
I think yesterday was the first practice he's missed. It's unreal. So, I think for him, it's just all the things that he does during this time because he's not out there and he's so used to being out there. And I've watched him today, calling plays, doing his drops, all the things he can. So
I don't know how much rhythm he'll lose like within the course of a week. I don't think he'll lose any rhythm at all, to be honest.
Knowing him, he seems optimistic. We're not really the doctor or the medical aspect of this thing, but seems optimistic. Seems like he's in good spirits and feels like he'll be in a good place.
Is treatment a round-the-clock thing, or is there only so much you can do?
No, it's an around-the-clock thing, definitely. And I've got to get to that, so thank you.
Exit from Dak Prescott. Kellen Moore was asked yesterday, guys, does Dak come to you and say, hey, let's go away from these play calls, I don't want to do this? And he said that's actually an every single week thing. But do you guys think we'll see a drastic change, Barry, especially as what are these conversations like?
Well, I think if it's as hurt as some reports are saying it is, I just think we'll get a steady dose of Zeke and T. Pollard back there, which if they can do the performance they did in L.A., I think they'll come home with a victory. I think the L.A. front seven was a lot better than this Eagles front seven, so I just look for a steady dose of Zeke Elliott back there along with young Pollard, and hopefully get the victory.
Ready for some RPO?
Ooh.
I actually asked Kellen that question. That's why I smiled at you.
Oh, that was you, David.
He was
great
like,
question.
But no, well, it clearly wasn't a great question because Kellen was like, well, yeah, we do that every week. And I was like, yeah, but your quarterback typically
no, David,
is
sit
healthy
down.
enough to make every throw. So I'm curious to see how that affects things. Like, if Dak doesn't have the arm strength or is too hurt to make some of the throws in his repertoire, I think that could make a big impact on this game.
Definitely. No, 100%. Amari Cooper went off last time they played the Eagles, and he said yesterday they should get me going early. I don't know how much we're going to see, because I went back and kind of looked at that game in L.A., and some of the throws were just a tick off.
Yeah. He played well, but I thought he looked affected.
Sure. Very. Now that I see it, I didn't see it at the time, but now.
Obviously, Philly is preparing for this.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like if we're knowing what the play calls are going to be, then Philly knows even more.
Oh, for sure. I think they're going to test them early. I think they're going to load that box up and say, let's see how far you can throw it. Let's see if you got that accuracy still. And we'll have to see if he can do it. I think he'll still be able to get it done, but steady dose of Zeke, can't go wrong.
Steady dose of a shot or something, maybe?
The shot.
I'm feeling good.
Tylenol.
There you go.
There we go.
Right. All right, we have some Hall of Fame news as the nominees were announced. Is that what you call them? What do you call them?
They're finalists
Up for finalists. There we go.
Yeah.
They've been nominees.
There you
Yes. Finalists.
Sure.
The names are in. Who do we think is going to make it? Are we going to see these guys? Here we go. We've got Jimmy Johnson,
J.
Cliff Harris, Clint Murchison, and Drew Pearson. I hear people calling for Drew Pearson all the time around here.
I do too.
It
but
seems only right.
yeah, this is true. I just think it's going to be hard for him to make it as a receiver as these numbers just keep getting bigger and
You're
bigger
right.
in this passing league.
It would have to be
hard.
as like, you know, they grandfather in like an old school player every
Yes.
now and then. It would have to be one of those, I think. Jimmy Johnson, presided over like the team of the 90s.
Yes,
you know,
he
and was
did.
a successful coach with the
It's crazy
Dolphins
that
as
he's
well.
not in.
Yeah.
To me, it is.
Yeah.
I think, it's all about like longevity versus greatness. Like, yeah, the Cowboys climbed super high in the early 90s, but Jimmy was only the coach of that team for what, like 6 years? That's not super long.
That's true.
I wonder if any of these guys will get in, because this isn't the first time Jimmy's been up. This isn't the first time Drew
He's going
Pearson's
against
been
Bill
up.
Cowher now.
Yeah,
Bill Cowher's up there, so
I wonder.
yeah, it's going to be tough.
Clint Murchison, we wouldn't be here without him. The founder.
That's true.
It's time for Friday Feelings, though.
Is it?
And I am looking
time.
forward to these because this is just, everything's on the line. We know who these teams are.
Yeah.
They're both kind of scrounging back to who they want to be. But at the same time, you know what's going to happen on Sunday, but do we really know?
I have no idea.
I
wonder.
I know the Cowboys they've got the momentum. They're going to win. But then again, I'm like, well,
She did
it's
get her
happened to me
Boldy right last week,
many
so.
times this year.
The Eagles have won more games in a row than the Cowboys have.
Yep, two.
They played
a
two
big
division
whopping.
games.
I mean, I didn't say it was impressive, okay?
Show me your meme. Friday Feeling.
This is the only meme we could use for an Eagles game. And it fits for so many reasons. Run angry Aguilar guy. Remember he yelled at Nelson Aguilar after the week 2 loss to Detroit? And that's me looking
That was
at
week 2?
Yes.
Wow,
We've come a long
this
way.
year.
That's me looking at the Cowboys like, can you get a win?
Please.
I love it. I love
Do what you're supposed to
I
do.
love it.
Please.
That guy's great.
Play consistently.
Aguilar invited him to the game.
Yeah.
He did.
It's
He
good
did.
stuff.
It's class acts. I like it. Well, I tried to look for a Jason Witten fist thing that he's doing, you know, the excitable thing that we love here. Couldn't find it, but I found one close enough, and that's this Drake meme. Let's go, because this is what this football game is about this weekend. This is why we love football. We want to see these games that everything is on the line. Jason Witten said he came back for football like this, so let's go.
Can't ask for anything more, right? This is your opportunity. Playoff game right here.
This is
Right
true.
here.
You're right. Everything's on the line. So I think the Cowboys are going to dominate in this game. I'm going,
So do I. Thank
going out
you,
on a
Barry.
limb and going to say they're going to dominate. But my Monday feeling or my Sunday feeling is this: we're all together, coming in together, covering
It's
for
time.
Monday, celebrating.
This
Let's
is
go
us
to the
on Monday?
playoffs. Yes,
I
that's us on
love.
Monday.
I love that.
We'll
We're ready to
recreate
go.
it.
You a Seinfeld
Let's do
fan?
it. No, I've never seen an episode in my life.
I knew it. I knew it.
I don't.
No way.
I couldn't tell you who characters they were. I couldn't,
But you're about
That's
that meme.
still
but that
us?
meme was us. That meme
Well,
was us.
my meme is a face that I do pretty much every day at work at some point, but I'm definitely doing it at kickoff on Sunday. Dave knows. How many times do I send you
Literally, me and Lindsay make this face at each other 3 times a week.
this? This is me. Saturday, traveling, Sunday kickoff, halftime, kicking it out of bounds on the first kickoff of the game.
I was gonna say,
This
no,
is
like
me.
you're gonna text me like, hopefully things don't go sideways, because you're not gonna feel that way. You're gonna be like, oh God, no.
Here we go.
baby.
All right, Boldy time. And you know what, guys? David has really done it. He
I
has
am
stepped into his
sick
boldage.
of you criticizing me for not being bold enough. So you can't say that this week. Bum, shoulder, and all, I'm giving you the yardage total. I'm giving you everything.
Okay.
Dak Prescott's going to rise to the occasion. He's going to throw for 323.
Let's
Two
go.
Thank
touchdowns.
you,
On a bum
David.
shoulder.
With
Okay.
a bum shoulder. And the Cowboys are going to win the game.
Okay. All right.
Boldage.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the
And I'm-
boldage
Do
I'm
they
here
carry
for.
Dak off the field, or like what happens exactly?
carry me off the field when he throws for 323. They're like, oh my God, Dave did it. Because obviously they all watch.
Yeah, they do.
They
I
watch
mean,
this and watch
Garrett's
it.
gonna be clapping.
They're
just
like,
so happy
Dave
for
called
you.
it. This is amazing.
The greatest call of all time.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
I can't wait to see that on
How's
Monday.
that for bold? Take that for data.
I love it. I love it.
It only took
Walk
you
off the
16
set.
weeks.
All right.
There we
Off
go.
the set right now.
Well, we have talked about the offense a lot this week, and so I am going with my bold prediction. On the other side of the ball, defensive touchdown for this team. We saw it once this year, scoop and score from Jordan Lewis. I want to see that happen this weekend. It doesn't have to be a scoop and score. It doesn't have to be Jordan Lewis. But I think when you have an alien quarterback who needs his defense to show up in a monster way, do it this weekend. I think this defense hates Carson Wentz more than Philly might hate Carson Wentz if they lose this game. So I'm ready to see this happen. Jalen, do it. Pro Bowl snub? Let's see
I will
it.
say the Cowboys scooping scores, like, they look awesome.
They
the
do.
celebrations, like, all of it. I love it.
Defensive
Part of that's
touchdown.
probably because they are so few and far between. But maybe they can fix that on Sunday.
Every
I suck, man.
Throw it on there. Throw that salt on there, man.
Good. Very good.
I love it. Usually I go with my boy Jarwin.
You love
I
Jarwin.
do usually go with my boy Jarwin, but here I'm going with Gold Jacket Witten.
Okay.
I think he's going to
Love
break
the
the record.
tight ends,
Okay,
bro.
love
so
it.
2
I
touchdowns.
guarded them my whole career, but I think he's going to go 2 touchdowns, break the record that Dez held. The Eagles can't cover much. I think he's going to go off. 2 touchdowns. Gold Jacket Whip, make me right, man. Make me right.
That,
Did you send
you know
him a
what?
motivational text?
I feel like at the front of the play script, that's what's on there. Like, you know what?
him
We
the ball.
have to get. Wait, I feel like it's just on
Get
there.
Dez out the record.
They
bro.
wanted a fast start.
I'm telling you. I'm telling
If
you.
he catches 2 touchdowns, you will not convince me that wasn't part of it. It's like, hey,
I'm telling you.
we got to do something about
Get
this.
him out the record. bro.
Y'all are killing me today. All right.
That's salt right there.
That is
I
putting
did.
all the salt on there. All right, my Boldy. Dak's a little hurt this week. AC joint, those are painful. Eagles have the 3rd best front. Well, Zeke's going to get 3 touchdowns on them because,
Let's go.
like Barry said, they're going to rely on the big dogs on the ground to carry this ball. You know what? I think it just wears them down. I think this one's a score like last week against the Rams. It's one-sided, churning out the clock. Zeke goes off, and Brad Sham will say, walk the dog 3 times.
Yeah,
This is
let's
as fresh as
good.
he's ever felt at
Let's
this point in the season.
go.
They are 5-0 with Zeke on the field. This seems
lost.
like we're gonna have a Lindsay is right graphic on Monday.
Never
and I'm
lost
here
to the
for it.
Eagles at least 96 yards in every time he's played them.
This side of the guitar pick is feeling blowout.
Yes.
Yes, we
Taylor,
are.
how do you feel?
I don't think blowout by any means.
I think it's going to be scary. Like I
think it's gonna be-
dramatic.
We'll be tired. Okay.
and I think it's gonna be one of those that's decided by halftime.
So you think it's going to be
So
a blowout?
No. The Cowboys haven't won if they're not leading at the halftime.
Yeah.
So if they're not leading at halftime, they're not winning.
35-10.
Damn.
Right here. I'm calling it right here.
I love it. Blowout. We'll be in here with Barry's meme on Monday.
21-14.
Celebrations. Dave
yeah.
Tay, Barry Lenz. We'll see you Monday, 10:20.